And welcome once again to the World in Focus podcast and Portuguese Made Easy. I'm your host, Sir Adrian Daisley, your cultural ambassador, diplomat educator, and your guide. Today, we're going to look at polite, clear ways of introducing ourselves, talking about ourselves in formal settings. Now, we're going to look at what happens at maybe international forums, conferences, cocktail events. Sometimes we get choked up to speak or to communicate, especially if you're in an environment where you do not speak the language. So I want to welcome you on this journey. It's really designed to help you communicate more confidently and also respectfully. Whether you are attending a formal event, networking, a function, or simply meeting someone, at embassy, university, or a cocktail event, this series is for you. If English is not your first language, the series is for you. If you struggle to express yourself, the series is for you. Today's focus will look at how to say hello, nice to meet you, and starting conversations with finesse. Let's start exploring how to build conversation, how to introduce ourselves, and how to make a good first impression in English. We'll look at common expressions and we'll also look at comparisons in Portuguese, European Portuguese, and Brazilian Portuguese. Your first words, at a formal or semi-formal English speaking event can set the tone for the entire interaction. So politeness doesn't mean stiffness, guys. It's about showing respect, warmth, and openness. Confident and courteous introduction can open doors in professional, diplomatic, and even academic or cultural spaces. So we'll look at some common settings like conferences, embassy receptions, university events, diplomatic luncheons, even interfaith gatherings. See you soon for our next segment. When we come back, we'll look at polite ways to greet and introduce ourselves. And welcome back. Today we're looking at introducing ourselves with finesse. Good morning. I am Sir Adrian Isley. It's a pleasure to meet you. I don't believe that we've met. First, easy, straight to the point. I'm Adrian, and then you share what your profession is. Cultural attaché for Sulacata, for example. I'm visiting from the University of Sao Paulo or whichever university. May I ask your name? And then you pause. Give the person the opportunity to express themselves. And remember, do not listen to respond. Listen to understand. I've heard a lot about your work, and I'm glad that we finally met in person. Maybe you're talking to someone who you've seen or read their articles, or it's so wonderful to finally meet you. May I introduce myself? Thank you for having me here today. Always remember to thank the host. Avoid jumping straight into business, guys. In English speaking, formal contexts, starting with warm greetings and a smile is expected, especially in diplomatic or cultural spaces. So let's look at how we say these things similarly in Brazilian and European Portuguese, and we will toss in a little Bajan dialect just to bring some balance, guys. Olá, meu nome é Sir Disney. É prazer conhecê-lo. Boa noite. Não nos conhecemos ainda, pois não? Sou visitante da Universidade da, and you say the name, o nome da universidade, or o nome do espaço, talvez, or maybe you're representing an organization, okay? And then you say the name, da, maybe da Fiesp, or das Brás. Oi, tudo bem? Sou o Adrian, área cultura da Barbados, ou da Sorocaba. Prazer em te conhecer. Sou do setor de relações internacionais. Now, you can toss in a little Bajan. I am Sir Disney. You're good. Long time. I've been hearing about you or reading your articles, checking out your work. Glad to finally link up with you. I did from Rio de Janeiro. You know, I come for the talk on engineering. Understanding these variations builds cultural empathy, and it also helps you to adjust your language for tone in the occasion. A Brazilian greeting at a Barbadian formal function might seem overly casual, you know, and a stiff British style is what we inherited in, into the Caribbean system might feel cold in Latin spaces. English functions often include chit chats, guys, side talks. So be prepared with a neutral comment. I used to have a pad with all of the different sayings in English and Portuguese that I will say when I meet people. Of course, I would always have to throw out the paper and, ad lib. You can say, this is a beautiful venue. Have you attended this event before? The keynote speech was inspiring on ergonomics. Now, guys, that's it for episode 1 of Polite and Clear Speaking with Finesse. In our next episode, we'll explore how to respond confidently and courteously to questions in public or professional settings without rambling, freezing up, or sounding defensive. I'm Sir Adrian Isley. See you soon.